Hi, I'm Elisa, and I am with Camp Del Girai. It's a camp for kids with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and related diseases. They could have arthritis, lupus, scleroderma, dermatomyositis, or any other related disease of that sort.
And how long has Camp Del Girai been coming here to Camp Mac?
We think it would be about 20 years.
Wow.
If we would have been, we was going to be here the week of July 19th, and this would have been our 31st year of actually having campers at camp.
Wow.
So
So with your camp, it's a very small community.
it is.
How has it provided a sanctuary for them?
Most of our kids come from different states, different cities, different communities, and a lot of them didn't even know any other person with this disease. So they can come here, they can connect, they're the normal. We just do a normal camp setting, a normal camp experience, and it's just that they just might have to take specific medications after the meals just to keep them in good shape and keep them going.
So with all the activities that you do during the week, you do many of the normal things. You have swimming and boating. If you could only do one camp activity for the whole summer, what would you spend your summer doing?
That if you would ask the campers, they would say swimming. They would, enjoy the swimming. For my favorite camp activity, I don't know, it's hard to just choose one because it's so well blended. It just makes nights if we're doing, boating, doing campfires, doing songs. It is nice that we are a smaller community. One of my favorite times is meal times. The food is excellent, but I just like the fact that we are sitting at a table, we're together, there's no distractions, we can just sit down and share a meal with no interruptions and just have live conversations.
Are many of your campers returning campers, first time?
We have a lot that are return campers. We're always looking for new campers, and they return for many, many years. A lot of them, when they're old enough, they become counselors. They come back as staff then. I mean, we have some that are, in their 30s and just keep coming back because camp just holds a special place to them. And they want to give back because they just had such a wonderful experience themselves.
Yeah. So during your camp's time here, what have been ways that you have seen the kids be able to embrace new things that they haven't been able to in their daily lives?
For better or for worse, the things that they embrace, whether they like to or not, is we have a no cell phone policy. And that goes for ourselves, the staff. We say you can check them in the mornings, you can check them at night, but we do not want cell phones. They all say, I'm looking forward to camp, I can't wait for camp. Then let's spend time with each other camping. And so, and I think once they get into for the older ones, it's like, that's just their security, their safety blanket. But it's like once they get here, they don't need it because it's like, so they just really enjoy the camp experience where we're not tied to the outdoors. And it's not tied to all that I shouldn't say garbage, but sometimes we just get so involved in all of that, and it distracts from the actual camp.
So how many years have you been in leadership for Del Girai?
I have been here since day one.
Day one, wow.
And I tell my sorority sisters that I'm like, we want them to come to camp, and that we're our older sorority. And I said, but I'm here to tell you, it comes with a warning, because once you come, you're going to get bit. And you're going to get bit by the camp bug, and you will just continue to come back. Camp was actually started, camp is funded by a group of ladies called Delta Chi Sigma Sorority. It's not a college-affiliated sorority, and it's just a philanthropic organization. And so we know what it's like to make every penny count. This last summer, we made and sold over 2,000 cheese balls to fund camp. We really don't require the kids to spend a lot of money to come to camp. If they can, we only ask for $200 for the week. If they can pay that, that's fine. If they can pay something smaller than that or nothing at all, that's not a concern. So we just really enjoy the time that we can come here and enjoy.
With the community that you have here at Camp Mac, what memories, what stories really stick out to you as you think about all your summers here?
Just the fact where just last summer, it was a camper who was coming back just for her second summer. And mom's like, well, check-in's at 1:30. What time do you check-in's from like 1:30 till 3. What time do you want to get there? She's like, 1:30. I want to be the first one here. And, don't pick me up until we actually have to be back. They want to make every minute count. And it's just such a joy for them to see them when they check in. And that's, now there's that part since we can't have camp. It's like, it would be so hard for me not to be able to run up and hug them. And so it's like,
Yeah.
So we're really looking forward to when we can, see them again next year.
As you think about kind of the future, what are your dreams for Camp Del Girai, and what are your hopes and dreams for Camp Mac as a whole?
We're always looking for new campers to come, and usually once they come the first year, they're just repeat campers. Just the sense of community that they have, that they experience themselves, we're like, oh my gosh, there is somebody besides me that has this, and we can experience things together, and it's like, I have this, but I'm not singled out for having it, because we all have it. And someone had much said, we had a counselor here many years ago that did not have arthritis. And he went to school locally here, and he's like, I sang in the choir, and I was on the football team, and he goes, and I was part of my own community. But he said that here, I almost felt I was the outsider, because I didn't fit in with them, because they all had arthritis and I didn't. But they welcomed me into their community.
So what inspired you personally to join Del Girai and to spend a week here each summer?
I was actually working at a camp in Indianapolis for inner city youth, and the person that was oversaw that camp, she says, what do you do when camp is over? Would you like to stay on for an extra week? We have a camp for arthritis. So I was thinking it was old people, and I thought, well, I guess I like old people. I have grandparents. I just envisioned them being in wheelchairs and being with shawls on their laps, and we would play checkers. And I'm like, well, if it's only for a week, I think I can do that. And then they were like, kids. And I'm like, well, how do the kids get to this arthritis camp? And they're like, the kids have the arthritis. And so it was like, oh. So I did that my first summer, and I've been just doing it every summer, because it's just such a rewarding experience. The kids are just so much fun, and it's just a great opportunity to be blessed with the opportunity to give them a good camp experience.
This summer, I know we're all going to miss it. What are you, if possible, what are you going to miss the most?
The kids, and the fact I know how much camp means to them, and so it's difficult to know that we can't give them that opportunity face to face. And I know it's something that they draw strength from, and it's something that it gets them through to the next summer. And I know, since a lot of them don't know other people, it really means a lot to them to interact face to face and to build one another up. And I know nowadays there's more opportunities to connect, whether it be through Facebook and whatnot.
Yeah. So, in your summers here, what do you feel is something unique about Camp Del Girai, or your experience here at Camp Mac, that you wish more people had the opportunity to do or experience?
The Camp Mac staff is completely above all expectations that you would expect in a hospitality environment. They go completely out of your way to help you. They're very, laid back. They let you do your thing, but they're there to assist you in whatever you need help with. Camp Mac's been here for 95 years, and let's hope it's for another 95 years. Well, we won't be here for that. But I know through the years they've had their own struggles. And, a few years back, the big struggle was when Becker went up in flames. And I know the staff has made a lot of personal sacrifices that we don't even know about. And I think it's great that we have the opportunity as participants here at camp to help give back and to maybe take a little stress and burden off of them. And it's just such a wonderful place to come. And I know we're just here for this 1 week, but I know Camp Mac is here for 52 weeks out of the year for a lot of different organizations.
Are there any other stories or memories of your time with Camp Del Girai that you'd like to share?
A lot. Just
Oh,
so
I'm
many.
sure.
You know, we just really enjoy our campfires. We sing songs, the sillier the better. Just our camaraderie that we have, and just the way that we can build one another up and support one another. You know, there's been lots of medical advancements in medications and how we treat arthritis. And so when we first started camp, or when campers first started, you know, kids would come in wheelchairs. They would have splints. They would have to wear splints during the day, sleep in splints at night, so they were more mobile during the day. And through all this technology and medical advancements, we see the kids being in better physical shape. They can run out, they can run, they can play, they can have fun. And I know we need to take that step or that principle and apply it to Camp Mag. And we need to preserve and to protect what we have here and keep it going and make it easier for the staff and for the groups that also can share in its beauty.
Well, thank you so much for coming down and sharing about Camp Del Girai and your experience here. And we look forward to having you in 2021.
We shall be here. Thank you.